know what? Sony came with them games. They showed it. They came with the games this E3. It's me, the Elite 8 live action. You already know what it is. But out of all the games that Sony have showed this E3, I mean, how many of them were worthy of you going out spending $63 on? Or for the ones who don't own a PS4, how many of those games were going to make you go out and get a PS4? Let's go over the list and talk about it. Now we see, of course, Sony starts out showing Destiny. You know, they let everyone know the beta will hit PlayStation 4 first. Destiny, what they showed, the reason why I wasn't shocked or impressed was because there is so much Destiny content out there, and I feel they didn't show nothing new from Destiny to wow me enough. I mean, you gotta show me something brand new, some type of feature. I've yet to see a new weapon, something. You know, I didn't, you know, get that feeling from Destiny. I mean, I'ma still get it. Don't get me wrong. I like Destiny. I can't wait. I'm gonna play it a lot, but that's just how I felt about it. Then it went on to the Order 1886. Okay, when they first introduced the Order 1886, I said, you know, this is gonna be right up my alley. It seems like there's a lot of quick time events. The graphics look very good, but I'm not a graphics, so it's not all about graphics. It's about the gameplay, you know, things of that nature. But like I said, the quick time events, it seems like it's more cinematic opposed to actual gameplay. I mean, that one thing they show, hopefully it's just for that one scene, but I'm pretty sure throughout the whole game it may be a good amount of cinematics, you know, quick time events. But I still may check it out. At first I thought it was going to be multiplayer, then I found out it's not going to be multiplayer. It's just single player. Maybe part 2 will have multiplayer if it sells enough. Who knows? I believe the release date, it comes out in February. So they showed that was pretty cool. Entwined. The game they show about the bird and the fish, you know, the two souls that's trying to be with one another, but they can't. Something like that. Not up my alley. Let's see. Infamous First Light, where you get to play as the girl. I never got off into Infamous, so I wasn't amped about that. I thought it was pretty. I thought it was, you know, pretty cool. Huh? You know, the girl this time, you know, it's got the pink effect, you know, whatever. But it's not for me. Let's see. Little Big Planet 3. Believe it or not, I was never a fan of Little Big Planet. And here we go with this. I forget your name, sorry, but this elite of mine, he contacted me on my Facebook fan page, asked me, was I going to touch on this subject? And I was so shocked, confused, and let down at the same time when I seen software come up. You know, the crowd started clapping. I'm thinking like, oh yeah, I know what this is. And when I first seen the trailer, when I seen that Hellhound dog, I'm like, oh, I know what this is, that Project Beast. The new true successor to Demon Souls, or the next Dark Souls. And as I'm looking at the trailer, I'm like, okay, maybe this still is the sequel, but they're just taking a step forward. You know, adding in some new things, taken away, but it comes out to be freaking Bloodborne. Bloodborne. I mean, okay, this is how I feel about it. I swear, the screenshots I've seen, they showed the motivator going through the foggy door with the light emitting from it. I mean, that, to me, that had to have been just evidence enough, clue enough that it was going to be a next Soul series game. But we see it's Bloodborne. Why did they choose to go to a whole new series opposed to continuing a very great franchise like Dark Souls, Demon Souls, whatever? Who knows? I was let down about that. I mean, Bloodborne still looks good. It still looks good. It does. But, I mean, damn. I mean, what the hell? Then we have Far Cry 4. I never got off into the Far Cries. I know they're very good games, but this Far Cry, it looked good. You know, just like the last one. It did look good. I mean, the way the motivator, you know, hopped on that little mini helicopter that guy was piloting. You know, he was shooting at the elephants, you know, running rampant around. That gameplay was pretty cool. I mean, I've seen the trailer before, you know, at the Ubisoft conference. Speaking of which, yes, I did see it, because in my Microsoft video, I read off a couple of games that I didn't see, but I ended up seeing them once I was catching up with the Sony event. Yes, the Rainbow Six, I did see that, and as well the Doom. Yes, I seen that as well, so yeah. Let's see. Dead Island 2. That trailer was something else, man. That was a crazy trip that I would catch a trailer. I wasn't expecting that at all. I'm gonna get into that. I still have part 1. So Dead Island 2, yeah. That one I'm gonna get. Diablo 3. They finally announced a release date for that for the consoles. Well, for the PS4 and Xbox One version. And yes, I will be getting that. Possibly on the Xbox One version. I don't know, PS4, whichever one my brother get it on. He claimed whichever one I get on, he'd get it, but whatever. Let's see. Battlefield Hardline. Let me tell you something about Battlefield Hardline. I was never really into Battlefield. Now, the Bad Company series, yes. But just the Battlefield series, the one that I was really trying to compete with my, Call of Duty, I never got off into that. My brother, he's a military junkie, so he eats up Call of Duty and Battlefield. This right here, when I kept hearing about it, I never looked into it. I'm thinking, oh, it's some expansion pack, whatever, more maps, a few more weapons, whatever. But I see now, you're playing as the police, the SWAT, and I thought that was a very good spin on it. I thought that was very good because I'm glad that these companies, especially this company, EA, is even realizing, like, man, there's so much we can do with this modern military, ballistic sir, yes sir, military stuff. There's only so far you can go with that, man. I mean, there was a time, the World War II D-Day games, those were oversaturated, man. You've seen enough of those. And this has already happened already with this modern military stuff. All right, so I'm glad they switched it up, man. You're just not another military soldier, with modern weaponry going around. I mean, that's done to death. That's out the window, man. So that Hardline, I may pick that up. Let's see, Disney Infinity, whatever. No. Magica Part 2. No. Let's see, the Grim Fandango. I was never a fan of this in the beginning. I'm not a fan of it now. Let's see, the Talos Principle. Some irritating looking puzzle games. Puzzle games can piss me off. They can be addictive at the same time, but they can piss me off. No. Let It Die. Let It Die reminds me of that old game. I forget the name of the game. It was on PlayStation 1. It was very brutal. You're playing as psychopaths. I think you're in a psych ward or something, and you're playing as murderers and cannibals. You probably remember what I'm talking about. You probably don't. It was on PlayStation 1. I can't remember the name of it. It was a very bloody, gruesome game. Damn, the name is on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, Let It Die reminds me of that. It's nothing I'm going to go rush out and get. I mean, it looks cool, but nothing. See, there's a difference between what looks good and what's going to make me buy it. Just because something looks good does not mean I'm going to automatically just go out and drop my $63. Let's see. Abzu. Some underwater indie looking game. Not for me. Then we have No Man's Sky. That looks kind of cool. I will admit that. Open world, at different alien species, hopped into ships. It kind of reminded me of Rogue Squadron or Rebel Strike. I love those, man. I hope those come back, man. But yeah, that's what it kind of reminded me of. Let's see. Then they talk about the PlayStation Network improvements. They talk about PlayStation Vita. They introduced PlayStation TV. Then we see gameplay, yes, of Mortal Kombat X. And I'm not surprised the things that were shown in the CGI trailer were hints of what can be expected in the actual gameplay of the game. Where you had a Scorpion. Well, in the trailer, I believe that was Sub-Zero swinging from the tree, but in the game, actual gameplay footage we've seen, there was Scorpion who swung from the branch. And we see the 2 new characters. Some big muscle-bound character and some annoying little creature girl with them, and that looks like a very cheap combination. Then we have some insect bug lady. It was good to see that they're introducing new characters to the Mortal Kombat universe, but the game does look good. Yes, I will get the new Mortal Kombat. Then they talk about the Ratchet & Clank movie. No. Then the Last of Us remake. Now tell me how y'all feel about that. I never played The Last of Us, so how do y'all feel about that for the ones who went out and bought it, who loved it? And now they're bringing out remastered, all this, a few extra things on the PlayStation 4. How do you feel about that? Do you feel like, damn, I should have waited, or you wasted your money, or you're not even going to get it? Or is it even worth going through it again on PlayStation 4? Let's see. Ah, yes. The Metal Gear trailer. Oh, man. Every time I see a Metal Gear trailer, man, it always delivers. The Metal Gear Phantom Pain trailer, that right there, I know it's not going to come out until next year. But that was good. That was worth it, man. What can I say? It's Metal Gear, man. I mean, what can I say? Then right here, I said this on my Facebook fan page, and I'm going to say it again, because not all of you follow me on my Facebook fan page. It's very easy to do. Link in the description below. Click on it, give it a like. Thank you. The Grand Theft Auto 5 coming to PlayStation 4, yes, and Xbox One. I was glad about that, and like I said, I put on there, damn, something told me not to get it. I'm glad I didn't get it. I'm glad. And it wasn't because I was like, this Grand Theft is weak. No. Something told me, like, that trend. I started noticing that trend. First you hear about The Last of Us. No, I think it was the Tomb Raider. Then The Last of Us. There was whichever one came first, as far as the getting pushed over to next gen. That trend right there, I was starting to think, like, you know what? This is going to happen with Grand Theft. Rockstar wants that money. No other game can match the sales of Grand Theft Auto 5. The amount of money Grand Theft Auto made in one day, let alone the first 3 days in the week, Grand Theft Auto 5 is going to hold that rank and title for years, if not forever. Alright? Maybe Grand Theft Auto 6, a true next-gen built from the ground up sequel, will outdo this one. But yeah, I'm glad that it's coming to Xbox One and PlayStation 4, man. Because if I'd have got on Xbox 360 or PS3, I'd have been thinking like, damn, wasting my money. Now it's coming to Xbox One and PS4. Then we have that Batman Arkham Knight. That looked good. That looked good. You know what? I'm not big on buying comic book games, but this one looks very, very good. The way they're doing this, I can tell, man, that they put a lot of effort into this. I never played any of the other Batman Arkham games. But this one, man, I mean, I was just impressed with it. Then last but not least, we have, well, I can't even say, but not least because I was never a fan of the series, the Uncharted 4. The Uncharted series I never got off into. You know, I'm not a big fan of the whole Indiana Jones type, you know, going through the Amazon jungle, going through tombs, looking for treasures. That goes for Tomb Raider. It's like I don't know. I can't speak too much on it because I never played it. But I get the vibe. He's just a male Tomb Raider or a younger Indiana Jones, that type of thing. That doesn't appeal or cater to me. I mean, I don't know if he have any type of secret powers or abilities, or he's just some regular white guy who knows just treasure hunts and shoot guys. I mean, no, I'm not saying it's a bad game. If I was to get it, I mean, if somebody got it for me, yes, I'll play it. But other than that, Sony's press conference, I mean, they came with the games. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, let me see. Microsoft, 9 exclusives. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 11 exclusives announced for Sony. But hey, out of all of these games, only games I'm gonna get that I was amped for, that I was gonna see: The Order, Grand Theft Auto 5, Metal Gear, Mortal Kombat, Diablo 3, Battlefield, Dead Island 2, Bloodborne. You know, as you can see, you know, some games I'm gonna get. But see, that's the thing though. Even a few of these, the ones I was naming, they're not all exclusive. So that's the thing. Overall, it was alright. It wasn't jaw dropping. It wasn't amazing. I got the same feeling I got from Microsoft's press conference. It was steady because, you know, it was solid because they brought all the games, but at the same time, it wasn't nothing, oh my god, phenomenal. I'm just falling out of my seat. So that's my other thing about it. You know, it's hot and cold, man, hit or miss, however you want to take it. But it was alright. That's what I'm getting. It's just alright. But yeah, give me your thoughts, comments, and concerns. Do you think Sony's press conference delivered for you, or they disappointed you? What games are you excited for? What games are you just going to leave on the shelf? It's me, the Elite Ace. Thanks for watching again. Signing out.